Okay, so let's finish this. Um, let's finish it. 5 days. I want Ningguang. And Mrs. Ganju. I think she's going to come with Win Chanling, Chanlings, and I don't recall which other, but ooh, I just have one. Ooh, these two are the ones that matter. Oh, well, okay, everyone, but I think the third and the fourth, especially the fourth, the Pyronel lasts more. Oof. That makes up for the cooldown time. And of course, if you level up the I intended to level up the one viewer. I needed to level up the talents of my characters to at least 10, so I can actually do the level 11 of the Spirit Abyss.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I was a little nervous.
There's nothing to worry about. We just need to go through the schedule you made and tick the items off one by one. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule?
The day off.
I imagine this must have taken Baishir completely by surprise.
Baishir. Yes.
Sure. There's no harm in changing my schedule around once in a while. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, so it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often feel tired. Seeing the Mora come in has a way of making me feel quite invigorated. Still, your idea is very sensible. So then, the days ahead of us.
Let's do something you never normally have time for.
Something I never have time for. Ah, have you played the chess game I made? Or heard of it, perhaps?
Is it called Liwe Millennial?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's based on classic chess, but with different rules.
I thought that it was a random thing, that option.
When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, but also to capture Liyue's culture in a unique way. So I introduced a lot of concepts that aren't part of traditional chess, as well as different chess pieces and even boards.
Then it's not chess.
I'm constantly revising and expanding it. So far, there are over 30 editions.
It sounds quite complicated.
True. That's one reason why it's been difficult to catch on. But I don't feel that making it easier to learn is necessarily a good thing. Isn't one of the joys of playing chess to continually learn and progress through a complex set of rules?
So how do we get people interested in it?
I think the key will be to make something that easily catches the attention of people who haven't played much chess before. I'm planning to make a new set with the board and pieces based on the battle for Liyue.
Ooh.
One side will play the Guardians of Liyue Harbor. The other side will play the Fatui and Osile.
Ooh, sounds fun. I'll play that. Sounds fun.
No problem. I will let you try it out as soon as I finish the prototype. I want to make each of the chess pieces of Liyue Millennial as true to life as possible.
Damn.
And no Guardians of Liyue chess set would be complete without you, would it?
You're going to make a chess piece based on me?
I am indeed. Many of them, in fact.
Oh, how many? Oh, dang.
My thinking was that only people who pre-order the chess set at full price will be eligible to receive the limited edition Traveler chess piece.
Nice. Nice. you know that's the market now. Pre-orders.
It seems only fitting for someone of your status.
Oh, so I'm part of the marketing plan.
Naturally, since you are the face of that historic event. I intend to make chess pieces for everyone who was involved that day,
I need my
including
money.
myself.
My money of my figurine.
Everyone who owns this chess set will preserve this moment in history in a vivid and compelling form.
It sounds great.
Then it's decided. Come with me. To make this chess piece, I need to take some measurements.
Ooh. We can measure together. Okay, I want to see if I'm already on one path. Okay, yep. I suppose this is like, no, I don't know your chest thingy. Next is the J chamber. J chamber. J chamber chamber. J chamber chamber. J chamber chamber. Yeah, so I want to be my characters at level 10. How do you talents and level 90. Well, for example, the Paranado here should be at 9. But because also at first I wrote like, I mean, people don't consider the Traveler a good DPS, right? But she was the, I think, the only character that I was able to kind of use and equip. And even the sword is not at 90. I think Shanling is my best, and she's lacking still. So with Ganju, I hope I can make. I'm working on having at least 2 teams. But I really need them to be on their toes with all the new characters and mechanics. Hey, delicious Ginger. Ooh, you're going to measure me? Ooh, nice.
Oh, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler.
Ooh, the Traveler.
You already know each other?
Oh, yes, each night. I mean, we have met before.
Oh, I think it goes a little deeper than that.
Ooh.
I don't teach my hard-earned skills to just anyone, you know.
What with this character, dude? Is this a meme?
There's a word for people like you, who are warm one minute and cold the next. Fickle.
You seem to be in a good mood today.
As ever, there's nothing special about today, but seeing you two has definitely perked me up.
Oh, come on. Oh, perk me. Have I perked you up?
All jokes aside, how can I be of service today?
Remember the custom chess pieces I told you about? I'd like you to take her measurements today.
What, isn't she in the porcelain business?
Whatever business I'm in, I am first and foremost a woman of many talents. Don't you remember when I taught you how to make perfume?
Yes.
There was no porcelain involved in that. As it happens, I am a skilled tailor as well. What can I say? I'm in the prime of my youth and I love all beautiful things. Is that so strange?
Of course not, my lady.
Yingar is every bit as proficient as any of the top tailors in the land. I've availed myself of her services
Jing
many
R.
times before.
It's Jing R. Okay, Jing R.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that the traveler only thinks I'm good at one thing.
No,
I
girl,
see how it is. In which
I never
case,
said that.
you'll find all the tools you could need in the room. Please, help yourselves. I'll stay outside and mind my own porcelain business, as you quite rightly suggested.
Okay, maybe you should stay in your place, woman.
Huh? What are you expecting me to do here?
Asked Jingar. She got all blah 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 blah.
Oh, I think the traveler is the one you should be asking about that.
Stop twisting my words, woman. But who cares if you're going to be like that? Step aside.
I'm kidding.
Oh, so funny.
It's hard not to tease when you're both so well matched.
You teaser.
Come on then, step inside and I'll examine your body from tip to toe.
Excuse me? Quite uneventfully.
If I hear any strange new rumors after this, you will be my #1 suspect.
Rumors about the traveler or the chess piece?
Either. Both are confidential.
Don't worry, I know where the line is. I'd never take a joke too far. Secrets are only fun when they're kept secret.
Ooh. I hope you do know where the line is.
Just enough with the ambiguous phrasing, okay? You'll give people the wrong idea. Forget it. Let's just go.
You're always welcome at Scent of Spring. Come again, anytime.
That character good.
I slightly regret bringing you here. It doesn't bother me. I just hope she didn't make you feel too awkward.
Oh, she's just
Now
weird.
that your measurements are taken, let's go to Mingxing Jewelry and put an order in.
Hey, Sumida and Kama. Hey, girl, again.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. What can I do for you today?
That chess piece I told you about? We can start work now. I have the traveler's measurements here.
Okay, let me just double check.
90, 60, 90.
Looks good. This has all the measurements we need. I'll pass them on to the craftsman shortly.
Good. And as agreed, please use top-grade materials only.
Ooh.
Of course, we are professionals, and we will do everything we can to deliver the high standard you expect. Although, speaking to you as a friend, I have to tell you that the sale price you indicated won't even cover the cost of production. I don't mean just the material costs either. Waiting around for top quality materials drags out the production time and also reduces the total quantity we can produce.
A.
That's okay. This one is not for profit.
Is for quality.
With every previous set, there's always been some degree of commercial or marketing considerations to bear in mind. But this one serves more of a commemorative purpose. To that point, as you know, the prototype of the Jade Chamber chess piece has been in the works for a long time, but I haven't once followed up on the progress.
Jade Chamber? There's a Jade Chamber piece in this chess set?
Yes, and just like your piece, the Jade Chamber piece will be scaled for the game.
Ooh, now I understand Genshin's concern. It's a huge undertaking.
Yes, it's a challenging project, but also, not-for-profit is really not something I ever expected from Lady Ningguang. How do I put it? It just seems out of character.
In business, everything comes down to profits versus losses. You have to keep a cool head and make rational judgments. In other words, you must be shrewd.
But this is a like, right?
But shrewdness is easily perceived as cynicism in the eyes of others. People come to think of you as someone who cares only about money and not people. Hardly the worst thing in the world, of course. But it has caused obstacles for me in the past.
How?
Well, for example, I once had a case where someone backed out of a deal with me to sell to someone else. We were both offering the exact same terms. It was simply because they didn't like me very much. Another case is where I offered distinctly more competitive terms in an investment, and this ended up arousing their suspicion. That Ningguang, they thought. She must be up to something. We can't let her get away with it.
I see.
But these problems disappeared all but completely after the battle against Osile. Why? Because the whole of Liyue witnessed me destroying my Jade Chamber. At least, that's the most reasonable explanation I can think of.
Oh, I get it. You're saying that back when you sacrificed the Jade Chamber, you gained everyone's respect in return.
She used her valuable possession.
You're not seeking to make a profit from these chess pieces because what you're commemorating is your personal contribution to Liyue Harbor. It was the deal of the century, and as long as you keep capitalizing on it, business will be plain sailing for you in the future.
Yes, exactly. Very to the point.
She will be remembered like that, and that will make her business more profitable.
Truly a brilliant strategy, Lady Ningguang. You really are a business mastermind. Now I understand why this set needs to be so perfect and why it's okay that it doesn't turn a profit.
It will be a lot of work, and I'm most grateful to you. Make sure the Traveler's piece is exactly how she wants it. We can't go letting her down.
I want a bobblehead character.
Don't you worry. We'll put our all into it.
Next thing, you get the bobblehead, and I don't get credit at all. Because everything you said, they can take from you because you're playing their game.
Well, that's that then. Let's head back to the Jade Chamber. There's something I want to discuss with you.
Oh no, what is it? No, no. She looks sad. Oh, it's outside the Jade Chamber. Ooh, you have a great view. An excellent view, I say. Oh, now you get the classic. Okay, even the tattoo. With the other dress, the tattoo is in this leg, and it's like gray, right? Here is all reddish. So they are changing all the design. I thought this was like a tattoo, right? It appears like it's just a ornament thing. I don't like that much her colors. They are her original colors, but still she looks more. She shines more, I think, in this dress.
I have a question for you, and I'd like to hear your honest opinion. And I, in turn, will tell you how I really think. When we were at Mingxing Jewelry, I admitted that my decision to sacrifice the Jade Chamber was a calculated one. I had already considered what I stood to lose and to gain. When you heard that, did it make you think that maybe I really was a cynical profit chaser after all?
Honestly, yes, I was a little disappointed. The point is that you stepped up when the time came. I think all you're trying to do is make up for your losses. I think this is right. I mean, sure, maybe she knew she was going to make something. Yes, that makes her seem like she doesn't do a thing without a second thing in her head. But hey, at least she's not like a making more profit that she could, making some shady stuff in the back to get more. She's actually sacrificing stuff. So that would be making up for your losses, right?
Yes. Well, at the time, it seemed to me that sacrificing the Jade Chamber was the inevitable decision. All that talk about making up for my losses was really just to console myself. I was lying to Xingxi. My decision to destroy the Jade Chamber was nowhere near as thought through as I made it out to be. I just thought we should do what needed to be done, and this was a decision that only I could make.
Ooh, like Mr. Tony Stark in the Marvel movies.
Afterwards, I consoled myself by reasoning that all my wealth comes from Leo Harbor. So, to lose Leo Harbor is to lose everything. In that sense, giving up the Jade Chamber would be a profitable investment in the long term. But it just didn't work.
Oh.
I was grief-stricken. Like a huge part of my heart was suddenly missing.
No, Ningguang.
Because I had just severed ties with a lifelong companion. I stared out at the sea for goodness knows how long. I just couldn't let it go. I just couldn't. There was no way I could console myself. So why bother trying?
Oh, ...
But as time went by, I received so many thank you gifts and letters from people. Everyone was describing how they now saw me in a new light, how I'd become an inspiration to them. I gave up the Jade Chamber without a moment's hesitation, and I did it for the sake of Leo Harbor. And now, people are inspired to follow my example, to tackle their life challenges with the same unswerving determination. All of this was so encouraging to hear. It made me feel that my dear old companion's sacrifice was not in vain.
So why did you lie to Xingxi?
Because, to most people, the idea that Lady Ningguang is someone who battles with grief and struggles to let go of the past is probably the furthest thing from the truth that they could imagine. This is one aspect of the truth that I can share only with you. The fact that I can't always be as strong as everyone thinks I am.
Ooh. You have done so well.
Thank you for your comforting words. It feels good even just to be able to talk about it. I'm sorry that you have to see me in this state. But look where I am now, standing on the deck of the Jade Chamber once more, taking in the view. It must be fate's reward to me. And if I end up having to do it all over again in the future, I will not hesitate to make the same decision again.
Aww. Unchanging will. Through countless melancholy moments, the clouds are now at last clear. Gazing ahead, she will surely make the right decisions. I mean, I always can always delete the image there. Oh no! Did you see? For a second, there was an oil in every hangout. Time to cancel mi joyo. Está tan... Maybe I said this one before. I chose Lumin because when I played this game for the first time, I thought it was going to be like the some games that I have played with a female protagonist, like Legend of Mana. Well, you can actually also choose your character, right? Rhapsody was a PlayStation 1 game, I think, and you were a girl, so I was like, okay, let's be a girl. In the end, we don't know. Maybe there's some story about if they wanted to be a guy experience, or they added the Lumin experience just for extra options there. But I think complaining about some frames in a video cut scene is too much. That's the reason they changed the clothes of our beloved characters. And to be honest, I don't like the male traveler clothes. I like her dress. It looks nice. The male traveler looks weird, like a hunter, but at the same like a bounty hunter, but at the same like I don't know. He looks weird. So I will always prefer Lumin. I mean, I'm sure with some of their interactions with the other characters that are female, can be a little weird. Well, you know, a relationship girl, but it's not that important, I think. Sure, Mr. Traveler and a love interest sounds better, right? But for example, here I can play with Tom with the interaction with Tom or Arataki or even Goro.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable. So, what's item 1 on... I imagine this must have taken... Sure. There's no harm. My schedule is usually very tight,
here.
so it'll be quite nice to... I don't often feel... Still, your idea is... So then, the days... Something have you played the chess game? It's called Leo Millennium. When I was designing it, I wanted it not only to be a fun game, so I introduced a lot of... I'm constantly revising and expanding it. True. But I don't... Isn't one of the joys of playing... I think I'm planning to... One side will play the Guardians of Leo Harp. No problem. I want to make each... And no Guardians of Leo... I am indeed. My thinking... It seems only fitting for someone... Naturally. Everyone who owns this chess set. Then it's just... Come with me.
Yeah, this is not the right path. Whip.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. So, what's item 1 on today's schedule? I imagine this must have taken Baisher completely. Sure. There's no harm. My schedule is usually very tightly packed, so it'll be quite nice to take a break. I don't often feel tired. Still, your idea is very sensible. So then, the days...
The opportunity to do.
Something I never have the opportunity to do. Interesting. Before I decide, because as far as most people are concerned,
But being a member of
Mora
the
is
Leeway
the key to
Kitchen
any and
is a
all
limitation.
opportunities. Yes, you're absolutely right. This is what I appreciate about you. I want to do something a little self-indulgent.
Sure,
Is that
whatever
okay
you
by
feel
you?
like doing.
Thank you. All right, here it is. I was born into a humble family. I had to. Fishing isn't the half of it. A lot of the old folks like to brag about how I used to be
It's
their
hard to
errand runner.
imagine.
They were tough times, but I had a clear goal and plenty of motivation. If I didn't make any money in the morning, I want to relive that time for my life. So how about it? Will you join me?
It's not what I was expecting, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
Great. Then let me... We're not to use our status or... The goal is to see how much more we can...
Let's go find some work at the Northland Bank.
I can see why you'd suggest that. You're thinking I could use my knowledge of how Mora works to my advantage and make a lot of money there. But Northland Bank is a special case. I rather suspect I would not be welcome there.
Because you helped Clash in the past?
Yes, and also... Never mind. I'll just show you. It won't eat up too much time. I expect they still hold a grudge against me to this day.
She make them go bankrupt. I didn't remember the option of the Northland Bank, to be honest. I was like, what could it be the next option? Blue, 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 blue. The Jade Chamber. It's nice that you can spawn there and you can fly wherever you like. It's weird that when my doggies are out, some neighbors come out and I talk to them. I'm outside and they don't make a peep squeak. You freaks, leave my doggies alone. They're not your friends. You know, you could try and make a decent relationship with the owner and the dogs. just talk to the dogs when they are alone. Hey, Ekaterina.
Lady Ningguang, I would hope that you're not here to create further trouble for the Fatui. With all due respect, too much official pressure will risk driving our bank out of business.
There's no need to be so hostile. I'm just here to talk business. So, are you in business or not?
That depends on the proposal, and it's not my decision alone. But first, tell me, why should we believe that you really are here for business? Because if you're here to make us suffer huge losses like last time, then I'm sorry, but none of us here can afford that.
Straight to the point, I see. Works for me. Traveler, we're leaving. Let's not waste any more of our time here.
Huh? Okay, so I don't think I ever pick up this chest with a lot of money, and I haven't exchanged my money of Mr. Child Tartaglias. Where are you, Miss Lady Precious Ningguang, businesswoman?
Do you see what I mean now? Their attitude was just as I expected.
They were not even trying to hide their hostility towards you.
That's for sure. Although our diplomatic relations with Snezhnaya haven't broken down completely. I dealt them a rather ruthless blow with the size of the reparations payment I imposed. This sum was paid by Northland Bank, so they are still wary of me to this day.
I mean, they almost fucked up with Osayan. So it's true, the Northland Bank is just an arm of the Fatui.
Yes, with some exceptions, but that is more or less correct. If you encounter them in any other nations during your travels, be on your guard. They are more than just a commercial organization.
Well, now I know. Does that make this trip worth it? I guess I shouldn't have included this as an option.
That's okay. My intention here was to show you some of the repercussions of that great battle. But that's quite enough politics for today. Let's get back to our fun little survival game.
Can you sense it?
Now that you mention it, yes. We're being watched.
Ooh, by the girls in the bridge. I think they have been following us since we left Northland Bank.
What are they plotting this time?
Let's grab them and ask the question.
My thoughts exactly. But we need to be discreet. If they realize we're onto them, then we'll lose the element of surprise.
Ooh, you're right.
Let's act natural, determine who our tail is, then lure them somewhere more deserted so we can catch them.
Ooh.
Keep moving, just walk forward at a normal pace and don't do anything to give away that we suspect anything.
I will use my ulti. There's a Nyan boy. There's another Nyan boy. Hi, Ningguang.
Okay, I think we have a few potential suspects. There's a lot of foot traffic here, but if you look closely, you'll see only a handful of people have been watching us constantly. But I'm still not sure which of them is our tail.
Let's keep going for now.
Agreed. Whoever it is will continue to follow us.
Yay, I saw that guy. To the right? Yep. Ooh, suspicious person, the one with the cat.
Join the Adventurers Guild.
Ooh, she's watching us. And the other dude disappeared.
The key here is consumers.
I think we've narrowed it down a little further.
Yeah, we did.
But let's stay calm until we're 100% sure.
Maybe the guy
It
there.
shouldn't take much longer.
The creep weirdo
You'll have a
from all across.
The key here is consumer
Hey, Mr.
psychology.
Millie, kill that guy. Ooh, another Snaying guy. But they are making sure we look at that guy. The blonde one. I miss Ningguang. No!
I think I have the answer.
Oh, me too, Ningguang.
Let's get out of his line of sight and sneak up on him. Don't get the wrong person, though, or all our efforts will have been for nothing.
I think it's the girl with the Mr. Millie, catch him and whip him. Oh, you little fish.
What are you doing?
Come now. Did you really think we wouldn't notice you sneaking around?
What? I'm not doing anything.
There's no use trying to deny it.
I don't know what scheme Northland Bank has in the works, and I don't know what they're paying you. But let's make a deal. How cooperative you are now decides how much immunity I give you when this gets investigated. Or do you seriously think Northland Bank won't throw you to the wolves when push comes to shove? Why don't you weigh the pros and cons and give me a clear answer before I retract my offer?
She's stern. She's not giving him a moment to breathe.
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. My assignment was just to follow you, I promise, that's it. When you showed up unannounced at Northland Bank, everyone was instantly on high alert. We figured you must be up to something, but your brief conversation left us none the wiser as to your intentions. We couldn't just overlook it. We had to get to the bottom of it before we could put our minds at rest.
Are they really disguarded against you?
I know they're wary of me, but this is still an overreaction, surely. This all feels very suspicious. There must be more to this than he is letting on.
Let's whip him.
I only took you there to demonstrate how tense things are. Somehow we only tested the waters, but ended up with the catch of the day. Is there anyone else following us besides you?
Yes, they would have seen this and reported back.
No, I got the wrong person.
Then we need to get moving. The longer they have to react, the fewer clues they'll leave behind.
Do you need more evidence? Do you need to prepare?
No time. I'll just have to improvise. Keep him with you. Do not let him slip away.
Okay, I can beat him up. Wait! He disappeared. So the other guy... all the guys I was suspicious of were following. Oh, even the black guy. Come on, this has been so long.
Are you saying that Ningguang hasn't done anything? Impossible. She wouldn't have shown up here out of the blue without good reason. Keep investigating. We must ascertain her intentions.
So much commotion. This must be an important meeting.
Oh, great.
all of them, look at them, just a bunch of clowns.
It looks like I wasn't supposed to be privy to the contents of this particular meeting. This simplifies things.
So, you are here to investigate us after all. Where did you get wind of this?
Ooh.
That doesn't matter. What matters is that I made a brief and inconsequential visit, and your first reaction was to immediately arrange a sizable surveillance operation with myself as the target. You couldn't have advertised your guilty conscience more clearly if you'd tried. You may as well come clean. You know I will not turn a blind eye to any violation of the rules in Liyue Harbor.
Even if we cooperate with her investigation, she's bound to find problems even where there are none. Well, if you're such a stickler for the rules, you can carry out your investigation by the book. The Northland Bank has no obligation to cooperate, even with a member of the Liyue Qixing.
Fine by me. Then I'll take my time. But you'll be begging to tell me everything by the time I'm through.
Ooh. Faint and reposed. No one wants to have to go up against Ningguang. Ooh, Sisnaya and vicious. Okay, I was expecting more to it, but hey, maybe this opens up for a little after. But finally, we are finally done with Mrs. Ningguang hangout. If people complain about much text, this surely is an example of that. And it wasn't as fun. I mean, I guess it has some real life stuff, you know? Investments, money management, here's and there. But for example, for kids, they go straight by their heads, so it's just too much, you know? But let's claim our rewards. Ending rewards. Ooh. Ooh, Kian-kun Moramit. Ningguang's specialty, the pastry, is perfectly soft and waxy, as is the consistency of the meat, and the honey-like meat juices ooze out as you squeeze it. Wherever did they hide and my Tian Chuan, Lady Ningguang, learned to make this dish? And we are done with the story questy, the hangout, I mean, finally, dude. I think those are the most. Not annoying, but heavy. Okay, let's claim this. Ooh. Baixo. Mirage story. See you around.